औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा। Assalamu alaikum everyone. Okay, today we are going to start our second chapter. We have done with data representation. Thoroughly we have discussed. You can find those videos in this video description. Thank you. Please like, subscribe and share. Okay, now we are heading towards data transmission. Actually, earlier we were discussing about how to present the data using several ways. We have discussed about number system, we have discussed about text, sound and images, how to represent such kind of information in your computer, and how to data storage, different types of data storage and different file compression algorithm we have discussed. And now heading towards, you can check this exam style questions. Later on we will solve this thoroughly. Okay, now moving towards our second chapter, which is our data transmission. So now here we are. So here is our data transmission. We know what is meant by data and transmission. Who's going to explain this? Shahid, aapki awaaz achhi hai. Taking start from you. What is data and what is meant by transmission? Two words are written over here.
So data, anything we store.
Anything you store. What you are holding right now in your hand?
Mobile
phone.
This can be videos.
You can store videos.
Music.
You can store music.
PDF
files. What else? This is called data. Sound files. Any question? With the help of your computer system, mobile phone, we can store videos, we can store MP3 files, we can store MP4. Videos are actually MP4 files. We can store JPEG images, joint photograph expert group. Nobody has asked about this, Professor, what is meant by JPEG. It is a file compression algorithm. We can apply this on images, and it stands for, when we expand this, it is what joint photograph expert group. This is the full form of JPEG. Okay, now this is all about data, and we can say let's say pictures and JPEG are same. Okay, and then different PPT files, PowerPoint presentation, let's say XLX, Microsoft Excel, .docx, Word document. We can store .png, again image format. This is called data. Such kind of data we can store in our computer system. So now transmission. What is meant by transmission? Give me some real life example of transmission. Come on, who's going to give me the real life example of data transmission? Who's going to give me the real life example of data transmission? Come on class. जी बच्चों, जो बोले वही बुआ खोले. Sir, you raised this question. Now you have to answer this. Right now we are transmitting something. You are taking online class, and we are sending and receiving data. In which form? Video form, audio form. Am I right? I'm sharing my whole screen with you guys. So right now we are using Google Meet to take this online class. With the help of Google Meet platform, we are transmitting different kind of data like sound files. We are transmitting our voice signal. You are able to interpret and translate it with the help of different converters. You are able to understand what I am saying, and you are able to see my screen, whatever I am doing on my screen. Text, sound, images. We are transmitting this. Now in your daily life, we used to text, send instant messages. We love to send instant messages. Please join class using WhatsApp, then using your cell phone, etc. etc. With the help of email, we can attach different files, we can send and receive different emails. So that's called what? Data transmission. Some kind of data we transmit for the shorter distance, and some kind of transmission of data we can for the longer distance. That's called different types of data transmission. We can discuss and later on. Okay, now in this chapter you will learn about types and method of data transmission, how data is broken up into data packets before transmission. There are ways to send the data. When you will type a text message and press the send button, so it will not send as a text. Computer will convert into small packets or small chunks. We will discuss thoroughly the structure of data packet, and structure of data packet means that what kind of information that single chunk can hold, and they include header, payloader and the trailer. And then packet switching, including the role of router. In this process we will discuss what is the role of router and what is meant by packet switching. Method of data transmission include serial, parallel, simplex, half duplex and full duplex, and then universal serial bus. So let's take a starting from here. Data is frequently transferred from one device to another. For example, computer to printer, from my system to your system, client to client, client to server, server to client. We are communicating with each other. When you are making a phone call, you are transmitting data. That is called what? Two-way communication. You are sending some information and you are receiving some information. The same way you are when you are sending instant messages. That's called two-way communication. So we frequently transfer data from one device to another. The two devices could be in the same building. Like we can say that we can create a local network in our ICT lab, or with the help of mobile phone we can send and receive messages, or thousands of kilometers away. Irrespective of the distance traveled, the transmission of data needs to be considered with respect to how data is transmitted, how can error following data transmission be detected, what if you are sending a message and there is an error, how to handle or tackle that kind of situation, can the data be recovered, the role of encryption to make sure data that falls into the wrong hands can't be used. What is meant by encryption? Encryption means making your data useless. If someone will try to hack your system, but your data is encrypted, your images, your videos, your files, your degrees, whatever, your private data you have stored on your system, that is encrypted. So that encrypted information is useless for that person. Those who try to hack or steal your personal information. But how you can decrypt it, there is a specific purpose, there are different procedures. You can use keys, blah blah blah, to decrypt that kind of data. It is also important to consider ways to checking for error in data once it has been entered into computer. So now we are going to start types and method of data transmission. What are the types and different methods of data transmission? The important thing is over here. First part is data packet. Why data packet is very important? Because whenever we transmit the data, we convert the data into small manageable chunks known as datagram or data packet is written over here, and the size of that packet is also written over here, which is our 64
KB.
KB. The data sent over a long distance is usually broken up into data packets, sometimes called datagrams. Data packet is also known as datagram. The packets of data are usually quite small, typically 64 KB byte, which are much easier to control. Why we convert this into small chunks and 64 KB byte? Because it is easier to control than the long continuous stream of data. The idea of splitting up data in this way means each packet can be sent along a different route to its destination. So what is route? Destination. For example, I am transmitting this data, my voice data, video data, live streaming to you guys. So we are using some channel, we are using some routes. There are different routes to visit Shahir Home. There are different ways to go to your school. There are different routes. If one route is blocked due to some issue, then you can take the alternate route to transmit or send your data to your destination. Via email you can send your messages, via instant message you can send your data to destination, via mobile phone, WhatsApp messages. There are several ways to transmit your data using different channels or methods. Okay, now this would clearly be of the great benefit if particular transmission route was out of action. What if one route is out of action or busy? The only obvious drawback of splitting data into packets. So advantages are there. Why we convert the data before transmitting it into small packets known as chunk or datagram, so that we can easily manage it, control it, and its size is 64 KB byte. So one drawback of splitting the data into small chunk, which is over here, this is one drawback, need to be reassembled. You need to reassemble the data in correct order when it reaches its destination. We don't know in which order, because taking different routes to reach your data to the destination, maybe they are not in correct order. So you need to reassemble it in correct order, 1, 2, 3, in a proper sequence. So now heading towards packet structure. So packet structure. So we have converted the data into small chunk. Now small packet, small chunk into datagram. Now let's check what is the structure of that data. A typical packet split into three parts. First one is header. The second one is payloader. Third one is trailer. Header includes this kind of information: IP address of source sender, IP address of destination receiver. Sometimes we write a letter or email, we write in two sections. We are sending this to this person, and from automatically your ID will go over there because you are sending this. Sequence of number of packets along correct reassembly at the destination end. Sequence of number of packets we are sending this information, and the size of packet in bytes. These four main points are hidden in this header: IP address of sender, IP address of receiver, and the sequence number of the packets in correct order, because we need to reassemble it at destination end, and the size of each packet, which is our 64 KB byte. Now what we have in payloader: the actual data in the payloader, the actual data in the packets 64 KB byte, the payload, actual data, which is of 64 KB byte. Then in what we have in trailer, method of identifying end of packet, where this packet is going to end. So there is a full stop, or to end the statement or line or sentence, with the help of full stop. So here is a full stop when you will end the data. Method of identifying that end of packet. This information will end over here. And then some form of error checking to ensure packet arrives error free at the destination end. So its description is written over here, this one. Now I'm giving you let's say I'm giving you 5 minutes to start reading from types and method of data transmission including data packet. Thoroughly read this, and packet structure read till here, till page number 46, and then we will conduct a discussion. Okay, please start. Thank you very much.